welcome back. So today's look is a beginner friendly brown smoky eye. So we're only using 3 colors in today's look. This should be super easy to do, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Please excuse me, I do have a cold, so I'm sounding all like stuffy and stuff. So we starting off with our brows already done. I already doing them off camera. In today's look, we're using the Jackie ABH palette, one of my favorites. So first we're going to start off with this kind of orange shade in there. This is the orangest shade. It's called Edges, and I'm just kind of patting that directly in my crease. You guys want to do the patting motion rather than a swipe. In case you're wondering why your pigment is not showing up, you definitely want to pat it in. So patting is the way to go. Make sure y'all pat and not swipe. If you want the color to kind of be more there and pigmented, you'll want to do this. If you want more of a softer look, I definitely recommend swiping, but you know, we patting today. Making sure you're taking your time and following your natural crease. I am doing it a little bit above my crease, just a little bit, but not too much, you know what I'm saying? So once you have that crease outline, the next color we're going is with this soft brown color called Ginger. And I'm taking a smaller, more fluffier brush and just kind of blowing out the edges, marrying the 2 colors together, because you don't want that harsh line. As you guys can see on the right eye, it's very harsh, so make sure you guys blend that out. We don't want any harsh lines. You don't want to see any lines in this makeup, so it'll probably take you like a long time, but like, girl, just blend. Okay, that's what we're here for. And then the last color in this is the dark brown color. I think it's called Credit, and I'm just patting that directly on the lid. So pack that on the lid to get it to the intensity you want it to be. And once that's packed on the lid, just kind of go ahead and kind of bring it up a little bit and into that crease area. You don't want it to overpower that orange or go above it. So that's why I'm starting at the bottom and working your way up to the top, because you want to make sure that, you know, it blends together and making sure that you're kind of like marrying those colors together. So take your time with this part and follow like directly in your crease when building that brown up into that orange shade. You don't want it to go past the orange, so don't go up too high, but make sure that, you know, it's pigmented and it's blended and you don't see any lines. The key is not seeing any lines, so blend for your life, darling. Blend, okay? So I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of the blend action up close. As you guys can see, it is like, you know, it's that business, it's that work. Yes, okay. So I usually don't show like my face in my makeup videos, but I haven't done one in a long time, so I'm just gonna show you guys everything. So I'm using this e.l.f. poreless primer. I ran out of the poreless putty primer, so I'm using this one instead, and I'm just putting that on my face just to prime everything, you know, I've already done like washed my face and it's all moisturized and everything, so I'm adding that primer on there so my makeup and stuff can stick. Now I like to go in with this Pop Beauty makeup magnet mist. It just makes the makeup and stuff stick better, and it has the kind of this peppermint smell that kind of like wakes up your pores. And I spray it on my makeup brush also for when we do that foundation. This step is not necessary for everyone, but I do have darker, you know, area around my mouth and under my eyes, so I like to brighten that up. I'm going in with the LA Girls yellow corrector. I tried using the red color corrector and it would always kind of look weird, so I started using this yellow corrector and I'm in love. So that's the tea, sis. If you guys are my skin color, get the yellow corrector if you have dark spots. Like, that's the tea. So go ahead and blend that in. As you guys can see, I'm using a beauty blender to just blend that in, making sure that, you know, we don't see any like harsh lines of demarcation, and, you know, make sure that you're, you know, getting that off in there or whatever. So for today's foundation, I'm using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in the shade Warm Mahogany, and I'm applying it on my NYX stipple brush and just, you know, applying it everywhere it needs to go, you know, all over your face and neck area. And then after that, I do go ahead and I use my beauty blender. I am using my Pro Beauty blender. It's a black Pro Beauty blender that I got from Colossal Beauty. You guys definitely check them out, because this beauty blender is like everything. It gives you that nice airbrush look, and like, it just, I don't know, it's something about this beauty blender that I really love. Like, yes, it's doing everything. And don't mind my wig, girl. Like, We're not here for the wig, we're here for the makeup. So now I'm just putting in, I'm putting concealer in that area. I've been trying to use like less concealer because I seen this video of this guy and he used like that much and it was like looking the same. So I'm like, okay. So I am using the LA Girls Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn and just placing it everywhere that you would highlight. As you guys can see, these are the areas that I do highlight. And then I do go in with this Maybelline makeup eraser and I kind of do like a few dots just to brighten up that under eye area. And that's the only place I put that, just under the eye or whatever. I'm going back in with that beauty blender and just blending everything out, making sure everything is, you know, beat. Making sure my face is beat and that concealer is beat in directly into my skin. Make sure that there are no lines, you guys. That's the key with makeup. We don't want no lines. Like, everything needs to blend. So take your time with this part and get everything blended in and you are good to go. Now I'm going in with this Black Radiance Banana Setting Powder. It's a kind of a yellow tone and I've been using this recently. And I'm just taking that, I'm taking a different, I have a whole bunch of these beauty blenders. So I have one for foundation and one for powder. So I'm just directly putting that powder directly over everywhere that you put the concealer. So you definitely want to set that concealer because you don't want it to be like, what this does is basically it just like sets the concealer so it doesn't look all like shiny and stuff. So I'm putting that everywhere I put the concealer at and making sure I'm brushing off that excess because as you guys can see, I made a boo-boo and accidentally like put it where it wasn't supposed to be. Now we are here for the fun part, the contour. So I actually use concealer to contour, but it's like the darkest shade, or one of the darker shades that they have. I think this is ColourPop, and I'm using that to carve out my cheekbones. As you guys can see, I just do 2 little lines right there. And I take my beauty blender that I use for my foundation and I just kind of pat that in. And as you guys can see, it makes a world of difference having that those little 2 lines right there. It just gives your face some dimension and stuff. So also what I've been doing is doing under the neck. I kind of seen some drags do this and like I like the way that their like jawline is snatched. I have a very round face, so doing this kind of, you know, chisels off about 5 pounds off your neck, you know what I'm saying? So this stuff is optional, but I'm just showing y'all everything I do, you know, to get my makeup looking all snatched. So this is definitely tea and key, okay? Now for the nose contour, I do like to use powder over liquid because your nose is just so small. I don't have time to be making mistakes. So I'm using the Black Radiance medium to dark palette and I'm using that brown shade. As you guys can see, I've hit pan on it. So it's my favorite contour shade. So I'm just taking that and just contouring out my nose, getting that nose real snatched, okay? I don't like it too snatched, but we do want it to be kind of defined, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Now I'm going in with this Berry Blush Trio. Y'all know I'm a fan of using orange blush, so today, in most of our looks, I use this orange blush. So I just use a little bit and just put it, you know, where it needs to go, boom, boom, boom. Then I'm going back in with that banana setting powder, and I'm just kind of carving out some cheekbones. We can get that nice and chiseled look, okay? We want to be snatched, so that's what you guys see me doing. I do have a square beauty blender and it kind of just creates that shape for me. I usually let that sit about 5 minutes and then just go ahead and brush that excess off. Make sure that you are, you know, trying not to keep those lines on there. Now I did forget to show the packaging, but I am using a finishing powder. It's the Maybelline Fit Me finishing powder, and it's in the shade Fit Me Tan 330, I believe, or 336, one of those. So I just use that to complete the look, and it gives me like an airbrush look. So love this stuff. Like, it just completes the look, and it takes out any of, you know, the white ashy look. So yeah, now to complete the look, I am going in with the same shades that we used that, you know, on the eye, and I'm just putting it under my eye. I found that putting eyeshadow under your eye just completes the look, ties the look in, makes it look more dramatic, especially with smoky eyes. You guys want it to be like real dark under the eye. Like, it just makes it look so much more sexy and sultry. And to complete this look, I am using the Morphe mattifying setting spray. And, you know, get it together, spray it all over. I do like this one more than the dewy one, so I use that one. It's the white one. It's like $8. So now I'm applying some mascara, you guys. I don't know which one this is. I'm so sorry. But yeah, apply your mascara and then apply those lashes. These lashes came from Nouveau Luxe Raw and they're in the style Flaunt. So check them out. I'll leave it down below. And then for today's lip, I actually used 2 lipsticks. The first is a brown liquid lipstick and it's from NYX in the style Deep Rooted. And I just line my lips with that. And I kind of overline my lips too because I like the way that looks. Overline your lips in the Deep Rooted and get it going, girl. Get it snatched. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna go over it in here in a minute. So now that that's lined, I am going in with the Juvia's Place Barely There. It's kind of like a pink lip gloss, a pink gloss. It was in their new collection that they had come out. Just apply that right over that brown and kind of just, you know, rub my lips together, and this is the end result, you guys. Like, only 2 colors and it looks exactly like this. So yes, I'm in love. Yes, your girl is in love. As you guys can see what I'm doing here, I'm just cleaning it up a little bit with concealer. Any place that you messed up, you know, just go ahead and fix it with the concealer brush and just a little bit of concealer, and like you're good to go. Okay, jam session over. So now for the highlight, I am using the Fenty Trophy Wipe. I love this highlighter, you guys. It has a yellow tone, and I was just looking for something other than my typical silver highlight that I do. I did this yellow, and I really loved it. So apply it everywhere, all over the place. We trying to be on fleek and seen from miles away. So yes. And so yes, change your clothes, okay, because we're looking really crazy. But that pretty much wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys like this super beginner friendly eyeshadow look. Let me know what you guys think, and if you guys want to see more eyeshadow makeup looks from me, let me know down below what kind of looks you want to see, and let me know if you would try this or wear this. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Bye.